in again. There they go. So that right there, not cutting, not cutting fur. Well, they're cutting a little bit. Right there, they're not. So they're cutting at the tip, but they're not cutting in the middle. Not closing very well. So we got to fix that. We'll fix that at the end. These are all beveled edge, grooming shears, Foxy Roxy's. Foxy Roxy shears. Man, I got to fix that. That thing's all jacked up. Hang on. I don't miss a beat. What do you mean? Working? Man, I work my ass off. But you know what? This beats the hell out of sitting at a desk. I sat at a desk for 29 years and looked at a computer screen. And worried about other people's money. I don't want to do that ever again. So I'll do this all day long. All right. I need to crank up the music, is what I need to do. Also need to clean the shop up. Man, what a mess I've got. What a mess. Foxy Roxy shears. That looks good. I'm gonna do one little pass at the 1800, but very lightly. I want them to be a little grippy. What's everybody doing out there today? 28 people watching. Hit that thumbs up button for me. And if you're so inclined, subscribe to the channel. We're Sharpen Right Services. We're located in League City, Texas. We sharpen salon, barber, and pet grooming shears. That's what we're doing today is some pet grooming shears for a local dog groomer. We sharpen clipper blades, and that's what I've been doing all morning is clipper blades. I'm sick of clipper blades. We sharpen sewing and industrial scissors and just about any kind of knife. Foxy Roxy grooming, curved grooming shears. In terms of sharpening the most items, dog groomers are the biggest number of items and the dollar and largest dollar volume. And that was not my intention when I started this business, but that's what it's turned into being. Man, I need to clean everything. I've got so much fur and everything everywhere in the shop. Usually I clean on Mondays, but I was busy this Monday and I'll be gone next Monday. If I could just do knives and make a living, that's what I would do. You said you were in Florida? I don't know any. I guess you'd have to go to Bonnie, would be the closest. Bonnie in Atlanta would be the closest for clipper blades. If you want to come to Texas, come on. Clippers are just a clippers are just a pain in the butt. Like I told you before, it's my least favorite. Yeah, there you go. Jim O'Donnell will be a good one. I forget about him. He's in the Carolinas. He would be a good one. I always think of him for shears, and I don't ever think of him for clipper blades. But yeah, he'll teach you clipper blades. Jim's a good guy. I've never met him, but I've talked to him on the phone and emailed him and texted him a million times over the years. I'll meet him next week in Vegas. Jeremy, you said you're going to Vegas, correct? I forget who tells me what. All right, I think that's good. Well, it should be a good week. We should learn a lot and we'll meet each other. I met some good people when I went to Reno a few years ago. I'm gonna have to take a little off this bumper, get them to close. All right. There we go. That tip wasn't closing quite far enough. Still loose. I didn't notice how loose they were before I started. All right, where they would not cut before, now there's no resistance whatsoever from cutting. Oh yeah, look at that. So these were cutting pretty good at the tip. Now they're really cutting good at the tip. And they were not cutting in the middle at all. So there they are. They're cutting great in the middle. There we go. All right, one down, 7 more to go. Oh man, it's gonna be a long afternoon. But I told this girl that I would get her shears done. So what you're saying is you are a barber? Is that what you're telling me? And you're asking what I think about it? Just trying to understand the question. So here's another pair of curved ones. Watch this. That does not cut. Let's see. I mean, I would not question what you think. You know what I mean? I mean, it's you're the one that's cutting the hair. And I know there's some old school barbers like the German shears better. They like the feel of the German shears, and I assume that's the same with you. And if you like the it's what you like. It's what's important. It's not what I like as the sharpener. And I know I've got several old school barbers. They like those German shears. They don't like those fancy convex edge. They like them crisp when they cut. Some dog groomers too. So I would never question you about I would never question the barber or the stylist what they like. My job is just to sharpen your tools the way you want them to cut. Yep, a lot of people do, you know, but there's some barbers who like that crunch. They like that feedback, I guess. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. See that burr pop off of these? You see that burr just flake off. Well, we could use some rain down here, I'll tell you. I had my backyard resodded the other day, and I had to run the sprinkler, but then my dogs get all muddy. And I don't know why. I probably should just left the yard alone other than the fact the dogs track in all the mud, and they're the ones that tore up the yard. So I probably wasted money on the yard. That looks pretty good. No, we have St. Augustine here in Texas. We have that thick grass, but the dogs will still tear it up. My two big old German Shepherd dogs, they're a pain. Yeah, it is hard to take a day off. Monday and Tuesdays are usually my slowest day. And so if I do anything, if I want to go play golf or whatever, I'll usually do it on a Monday or Tuesday. But the business has grown dramatically in the last 3 years, and I am blessed that it has. But I don't travel around. Like somebody called me and wanted me to go to a salon last week, way in Houston, and I don't do that. So what did I just do? Got distracted is what I did. Um, it's busier than I really want. I'll say that. But I do turn down a lot of stuff. I get calls from all over the greater Houston area wanting me to come to, different shops to sharpen, and I just don't do it. I don't the only thing I do mobile is salons and barber shops, and they have to be within a certain geographic distance of the house for me to go. I will do a couple of restaurants here in my little town, but I won't go very far for a restaurant. And I don't do dog groomers mobile at all. So all the dog groomers have to bring all their tools to me. And it's a lot that do. You can't do everything. You can't sharpen everything and you can't help everybody. You have to limit yourself or you'll go crazy. Now keep in mind too, I've been in business 11 years. So I've got a very good reputation and I've got a very good client base. And I'm in a densely populated area. All right, let's see. Look at that. That's wonderful. There we go. All right, that's 2 pair. I think I got a straight pair to do next. 2 straight pairs. Let's do the tissue test. See that? It does not cut all the way through the blade. Folds the fur. See that? So that would be frustrating to her. All right, I lost my little screwdriver. There it is. So these are basically barber shears. There's no hollow grind to it, not much of a hollow grind. So I'm not going to worry about working the ride lines very much. I'm going to go straight to the flat hone. I am going to polish the inside of them a little bit. I'm going to get the Scotch Brite wheel out here. Just a little bit on the inside of these. All right, that's good enough. And I'm going to go right to the flat hone. Hey, Jim, what's going on in Aurora? Nice sunny day. Good. It's cloudy here. Cloudy and very warm. No breeze. 84 degrees and 70% humidity in the shop. These are basically barber shears here. I probably shouldn't polish them. We'll see how they cut. Man, that sounds nice. Now we're supposed to have a cool front this weekend. They're saying in the 40s by Sunday. I'll believe it when I see it. I'm heading to Vegas about I think my flight leaves at 2:30 on Sunday. Hey Chris, what's happening in Montana? All right. Yeah, I'm having fun. I had to do clipper blades before this. That was not fun. Wasn't fun at all. I think I got a burr off of them. Doing a few grooming shears. I'm not going to work these are basically barber shears. There's not much of a ride line to them. So I'm not going to work them a whole lot. I need some water. Dang it. So I'm just going to do a few downward passes. That's it. That's all I'm going to do. It should be a good trip. I'll let y'all I'm going to videotape as much as I can, and I'll try to make some videos to share the experience. Got just a little spot right there. There we go. I think that's good. He seems like a good guy. I've only talked to him on the phone, so this would be the first time I've ever met him. That looks good. I'll leave it at that. I'm looking forward to seeing some of his machines. It's all good, man. It's all good. I don't like these shears. It's got that little thing that goes in there. These are always a pain. I got them too tight. All right, so this wouldn't cut one ply. Now it does. I never do the toenail clippers. I get calls for them now and then, but I always tell them no. There's a market for it. That's for sure. All right, those are cutting great. No, they're not really. Not at the tip. I think I over polished them. Yep, that's what happens. Well, still not at the tip. I think that's about the best that's going to be. Let me try one other top secret thing. Yeah, I mean, there's some things you just got to say no to. I try to stick to my wheelhouse. There we go. Let me try the rabbit fur here. Oh yeah, so that's nice. All right, got those cutting. It's a little bit more tension. A very worn 3000 grit. You just kind of touch up the tips a little bit. Basically, you're putting a micro bevel on the tips. Can't do it on every shear, but you can do it on a lot of them. Those aren't bad. Look at that. Those are cutting pretty good. I don't know why. Huh, that's not bad. It's got a nick in it though. Yeah, we'll sharpen them. All over the place. I get some from Amazon. I get some from Wolf Industries. In fact, I'm gonna do an order for Wolf, the 3M at Wolf today. I'm out of the Wolf, the 3M pads. Trying to think of the other place I've ordered them from. You can get some good stuff at oh, I forget. I've got a bunch of different places I bought from. Amazon. I buy more from Amazon and the 3M. The only place I can find the 3M abrasives is the best prices at Wolf. All right, guys, I'm out of water and I need to sit down anyway. Sharpening supplies, yeah, you can get them there too. Guys, I'm going to take a break. My back is killing me and I got to fill up my stuff. So you guys have a good one. I'll talk to y'all soon.